So how do you really approach God if you really want to know about him? You know, so many people say things out there like, you know, God isn't real, Jesus isn't real, I did a prayer once and nothing happened. And that's probably true, because you think about it this way. Let me share a little story. If you had a son and you knew he was a bit of a rat bag because you didn't discipline him properly or whatever, and for whatever reason, let's just say you've got an inheritance or you've got some money and you bought yourself a nice Lamborghini, are you going to go up to your son who's a rat bag, might have only just got his license, has a bad attitude because of your lack of parenting or whatever, and give him the keys and say, there you go son, take the Lamborghini for a drive, go and have some fun? Would you do that? Probably not, because he's got a bad attitude. And if he came up to you and said, hey dad, can I have the keys please? Dad, I want the keys, I want to go out for a drive on the weekend and blah blah blah, but you know he's got a bad attitude, would you give him the keys? Of course you wouldn't. So when you pray to God and you say things like, oh God, are you real? Prove to me you're real. Or Jesus, are you real? You gonna show yourself to me or what? Do you think he's gonna answer you? Because you're asking with the wrong attitude. So if you really want to know who God is and you really want him to reveal yourself to him, first of all, have the right attitude in your heart. Show some respect, you know, close the door. You don't have to do it so anyone sees you, so you don't feel embarrassed. Not that you should anyway. But close the door, get on your knees, show some respect, some fear and reverence of God. Then ask him humbly and sincerely from your heart to reveal himself to you. Now, if you do that from your heart, sincerely, then he will reveal himself to you. Now, it may not be, and most likely will not be in the way that you think it will be, i.e., you know, the heavens open up and a bright light comes down and the chariots of fire come down and pick you up. It ain't gonna be like that. It could be something simple like a mate you haven't seen for a while gives you a call, he's a Christian, and you know he is, or he says something about, oh mate, I just became a Christian. Or you might be driving down the road and you know, someone drives past with a bumper sticker that says Jesus loves you, and it hits you in the face, and something hits you in the spirit in your gut and you go, wow. Or you might pick up a Bible and ask God with the same reverent attitude that you previously asked him with to reveal his word to you, and you read his word and it just hits you in the face and you feel something in your spirit and calling you and touching you. See, don't have a preconceived idea when it comes to God. God has his own way of doing things and his own wisdom. So my advice is have the right attitude. It's all about your heart attitude. You see, as Christians also get wiser in their faith and they grow and all that kind of stuff, there's another scripture that says, you know, many people ask God for things, but they ask with the wrong heart attitude, they ask with the wrong motive. So therefore God doesn't give it to them. So if you ask for something, ask with reverence, ask with respect. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get anything. So look at yourself, judge yourself, go and sit in nature for a while. Go and sit under a tree somewhere and sit still and just face the ugliness of your true self and understand who you are. And try repenting to God before you ask him to reveal himself. Try confessing to him the things that you know that you've been, that you need to change. And you'll be surprised what happens. Righto, cheers.